you should have been in Iron Maiden when Bruce Dickinson left. Instead of this Blaze Bayley, I said they should have got you. You would have the right voice because he sounded like a young Bruce Dickinson, but better. And I thought he would be perfect for this. And I thought he was, but I always told him then, I said, you have a good voice, but you need to listen to more blues, not so much metal. Listen to blues more like, Deep Purple and Zeppelin and Whitesnake. Listen to these, Coverdale, the blues more singers. Get more bluesy in your voice because you have a great voice. But he sings more like German metal styles. And so now it's funny because all these years later, now I'm hearing him, he's slowly getting into this kind of other style. So I remember telling him this many years ago when he was young.
Do you know Mike Terrana, drummer?
Yeah.
It's a great.
Oh, he's great. I know him for many years when he used to play with Ingrid, when he lived in Los Angeles. He's a nice. He plays it. What's the band he plays in? He plays Axel Rudy Pell.
Axel Rudy Pell, and now he's in Rage. From Germany. Rage and Masterplan.
Oh, Rage. Okay, yeah.
Masterplan is a band from.
He's a nice guy and really good drummer for this metal style. Great.
Do you know some Argentinian drummers?
No. Who's Argentina? Which one is from there? Yeah? I don't know any Argentinian drummers.
No?
Unless I know the band. If the band is... I don't know. Maybe. Yes, is there any bands that are known in America? But are they known in America? Who? No. I don't. Yeah, but not in America. See, America, so much there is an audience for the metal. No doubt about it, but not like South America or Europe. Europe, they love it still. The Spikes and Studs. They still, sometimes you see the bands in Europe and it looks like it's 1983. The way the metal bands are. They love this kind of stuff, like Running Wild and these kind of bands. People don't care about this in America. But over there, it's very popular.
In 2001, you come back to Kiss?
I'm sorry?
In 2001,
yes.
You back to Kiss.
Yep.
You work like a Catman.
Yeah.
How was that?
How was it?
Yes.
Well, it was kind of,
That is a person you have to
well, no.
represent now.
Well, no, I'm not trying to be, one thing I always tell people, I'm very clear about, I'm not trying to imitate Peter Criss. I just wear that makeup, but I don't try to play like him or act like him or, imitate, because I play much different styles from him. But to me, I try to look at myself as I'm a drummer and a musician, and I do this for a living.
Yes.
So that's like a job. They ask me it's like a uniform. They say, you're a waiter, you have to wear this certain suit to be a waiter here. Well, Kiss says this is the job, and you have to dress like this if you're going to play drums. If I don't want to do this, then I have to say, okay, I don't want to do this, and don't play in the band. That's a choice I make. And I made the choice that, okay, if I don't play drums and wear the makeup, somebody else is going to. So I might as well do it.
And you, Peter Criss and Eric Carr are three very different drummers. Okay?
Absolutely.
How that works in the same band?
How does that work in the same band? Well, I think if you look at the evolution of Kiss, how they, Kiss has been around for over 35 years or more, and eventually you can't in other words, you can't play the same and make the same record over and over and over. So as they evolved through the years, I think having each drummer, I really believe, contributed the right type of style for the right period. Like when Eric Carr came along in 1980, he was a good drummer. He was the right drummer for this change. The music style changed. The sound of music was different in the 80s. So I think he was the right choice. I think when I came along in 1991 or 92, I think I was the right choice for what Kiss was doing. But I also realized by the time we did MTV Unplugged in 1995, I started going back and listening to the records, the original reversions, and started realizing, playing all this double bass and all this stuff, it's cool if you're a drummer. But if you're a fan of the songs, they want to hear the songs more like the records, more basic. So I started playing much more. I went to playing one bass drum and playing more simple, trying to be more smart and be more tasteful, and be more musical with the songs. So that was my own conscious decision to try to be, that's part of being mature and responsible. I think your job as a drummer or any musician is you have to play for the song and for the band first, not for yourself first.
Why do you think that?
Because that's why you can go and play with this band and then go and play with that band, because you can adapt, like chameleon, change the color. You can change your style and make it work in each situation. But I still think there is a way to do this and still have your own identity and have your own integrity and still play some of your own style, but make it work in these different situations. That's what I try to do.
Why do you think that concept, be simple, play blues, is so difficult to understand to the younger drums when they are starting to play? They want
Well, you know what? One of the best things to do, I always tell people when you want to practice, put on a drum machine.
Yes.
This is how I practice. I always practice with the drum machine. When I don't practice a lot anymore, but when I do, I always use the drum machine so I can work on my time. This way, not only am I working on the beats and the licks, but I'm always having to make sure it's in time. But sometimes a great exercise is just put on the machine, and I use a stopwatch clock, and I time and just play same beat. No fill, over and over for 5 minutes straight. No fill, and you'll be surprised. It's very difficult to just do nothing but just play the same beat straight 5 minutes. But this is the best thing to do for practicing, because it makes you really learn to feel that tempo and the beat, because it's so basic. AC/DC is the perfect band of example of less is more. All the songs almost sound like the same, but they're not. And because the songs are so basic, you have to make sure you learn it correct. Every little break has to be correct, because they don't happen very often, and they're very simple. And that's the beauty of their music. One thing, like I mentioned earlier, you can't, when you're a drummer, you can't play drums like you're playing for a room full of drummers.
Yes.
It's not a drum clan.
Yes.
People want to be, most people don't understand this technical stuff. They understand this. When you go to a concert, what do? They go, hey, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what they know. Dumbbell. You know, I call it dumbing it down, being very simple. We always have a joke for KISS. We say KISS means keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid, which means keep it, play it basic, keep it, make it almost dumb. Boom, that's dumb. They call this like dumb it. When we say dumb it down, like very basic, like a kid just started. Sometimes this is the most effective. When you play with a lot of people in a big, powerful PA system in a stadium, you just go boom. This has so much power, more than, you know what I mean? This power of just simple. That's what makes AC/DC so fucking great, because the power of that simplicity. You like AC/DC?
Yes.
You like them?
Yes.
You like them? Everybody likes it. See, there's nobody that doesn't like AC/DC, because they have this beauty of simplicity, and the songs are great.
I remember saw a solo, a drum solo. You start.
You remember he saw you making a solo, drum solos?
Solo that you started.
Yeah, people like, because that's what they understand. Most people, I mean, drums and rhythm is a language. It was the very first form of communication. Was not a telephone or talking. It was this. People go pop, 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 and then over there they hear it back, and they exchange a language. So drumming really is a language, and it's a form of communication. And when you take it to its most basic form, of a simple thing of just going like this, people go, hey, 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 they relate to this. It's a way you connect with the people.
How about your extra version?
What about it? Well, that's just for fun. That's just a band that Bruce Kulick,
Yes.
John Corabi, and Chuck now has been playing with us the last couple of years.